Jonathan, thanks for joining us today. Just give me your insights in terms of some of the trends that are in the market at the moment for food and beverage.
So vegan, plant-based food, massive, absolutely massive. We're seeing new dishes appearing on people's menus. We're seeing a change in people's habits. It's the Tesla moment. It's the moment when the electric car industry started to change for good, and we're seeing that in the restaurant industry now. It's big. We're also seeing restaurants being much more specific about their product ranges, looking at where their product is coming from. And we're seeing a continuation of food from around the world translating into other countries in a pure way.
You've just opened Foodtopia in Frankfurt. Just tell me a little bit more about how you managed to get the brand mix.
Well, what we had to do was look at what was there already within Frankfurt and within the centre in MyZeil. The whole fourth floor is going to be 16 restaurants, bars, cafes and food units in a beautiful environment. But we're trying to do something different. So we've actively gone out there, and our fantastic leasing team have gone out and found new operators or existing operators who want to do new things. So we think we're going to excite people. We think we're going to give them familiar, but in a different format. Restaurants like Koa doing an amazing new fit out. Zander Group, incredible new food service, which nobody's seen because it's their first unit. And people like Poke-U, Karl-Heinz Hauser and his son Tom, amazing Poke-U concept. Great food service pedigree in Germany, but the new age. His son is cool and interesting, and it's just brilliant to see that sort of stuff coming. And the food's gorgeous. I mean, truly gorgeous.
And in the UK, Jonathan, there's been a number of F&B businesses as well as retailers that have gone to the wall. Do you see that as something that's potentially going to happen also in continental Europe?
I think part of that is the unique structure of the restaurant industry in the UK, which was heavily fueled by VC money. Everybody got on the bandwagon, they sold interest in their business, they took investment, and they had to grow. And they took too many units, quite often in the wrong places, without the high enough turnover. And then the perfect storm arrived with reducing confidence, Brexit. So, property prices going up, rates going up, demand going down, opening units that are less profitable or not profitable at all, and that's why we've seen this raft of CVAs, black holes appearing in people's accounting. It's just not like that in Europe. I think people are a little bit more cautious. We were overheated in the UK. It's still happening in Europe, but not in such an extreme way. So I think we're going to see a slightly more cautious approach to development in general.
And do you see food and beverage taking the place of an anchor tenant for shopping centres? How do you see that developing?
With food and beverage, it's actually not a panacea for all ills. It's not a sticking plaster that will fix everything. If your arm's broken, a sticking plaster isn't going to help. But generally, our food levels are quite low in our shopping centres. Our guests haven't yet got into their mindset that it's a place where they can go and enjoy food service. It's still quite functional. So we've got to build places and we've got to rebuild places that are a bit more in tune with their social requirements, create places that people want to be in and enjoy, a bit of leisure. And I think as old tenants go and new tenants come in, then I think we're going to see that change working for us positively. But we're ready. We're ready for that change. And Foodtopia is a fantastic example.
Great. And thanks very much for sharing your views with us today. Thank you, Jonathan.
Pleasure. Thank you.